Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt so real, it left you wondering if your mind knew something you didn't? Or maybe you thought about someone randomly, and within minutes, they text you. Coincidence? Or is something deeper going on? We walk through life thinking we're in control, that our decisions are made consciously with logic and reason. But what if I told you that 90% of your decisions are actually driven by a part of your mind you don't even control consciously? Imagine that. The real pilot of your life is hidden beneath the surface, quietly steering your reality, your emotions, even your health. That pilot is your subconscious mind. And once you understand how to talk to it, well, that's when life starts changing. Hello, I am Bharat, and welcome to Audiofybooks, where you will find excellent audio summaries of books in a very easy and interesting way. If you want to learn from new books, do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with today's book. So, picture this. You're standing in front of a mirror every morning, frowning at yourself, saying, "I'm not good enough. I'll never make it." That mirror, that face, it's not what's shaping your reality. It's the thought, the belief, the repetition. Your subconscious hears those words as truth. It doesn't argue. It doesn't reason. It simply accepts. That's its power and its danger. Because whether you feed it hope or fear, it believes, and then it creates. Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is not just a book, it's a revelation. It takes you by the hand, gently but firmly, and walks you through one of the most powerful truths of all time, that your mind, especially the subconscious part of it, is your greatest ally or your biggest obstacle. Let's rewind to the beginning. Dr. Murphy explains that the conscious mind is like the gardener. It plants seeds, and the subconscious, that's the soil, rich, fertile, ready to grow whatever's dropped into it. The catch? It doesn't care what kind of seed you plant. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, limiting beliefs, empowering ones, they all grow. Imagine you plant the idea, "I'm unlucky." Over time, without you even realizing it, your subconscious begins to shape your behavior, your attitude, and your perception to fit that belief. You'll avoid risks, you'll downplay opportunities, and you'll focus only on what goes wrong, proving your point over and over. But change that seed to "I'm lucky, things work out for me," and slowly, your world begins to rearrange itself. And here's where it gets really interesting. Your subconscious doesn't just take orders from thoughts, it listens to emotions, especially strong ones. Ever noticed how a fearful thought sticks to your brain like glue? That's because fear is an emotional amplifier. The more emotion behind a belief, the deeper it sinks. Dr. Murphy tells the story of a woman who believed she'd never find love because of a scar on her face. Her conscious mind tried dating, but her subconscious whispered rejection. Again and again, relationships failed. Then she changed her inner narrative. Every night, before sleeping, she imagined being loved deeply, picturing it vividly, feeling it as real. In time, she met someone who saw beyond her scar, and they fell in love. Coincidence? Maybe, but maybe it was her subconscious finally working with her, not against her. Here's a practice that can literally change your life: the use of affirmations. Simple, repetitive, present tense statements like, "I am confident," "I attract success," or "every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better." You say them not to convince the world, but to rewire your subconscious. Like writing new code for your internal software. And the best time to do this, right before sleep. That's when your conscious mind relaxes and your subconscious becomes more suggestible. Think of it like tucking a gentle suggestion into the mind's pillow, letting it rest, grow, and take root overnight. But here's the twist. The subconscious doesn't understand sarcasm or jokes. If you say, "I'm so dumb, haha," even if you're kidding, it listens, and it remembers. That's why Murphy emphasizes, guard your words, guard your thoughts. They're not just expressions, they're instructions. Now, let's talk about health. Dr. Murphy shares stories that sound almost miraculous. People healing from illness, pain vanishing, bodies recovering, not because of external medicine alone, but because the mind was engaged in the healing process. He tells of a man who was told he'd never walk again, but this man refused to accept that belief. Every day, he visualized walking, feeling his legs move, imagining every step. And slowly, step by step, he walked again. Is this magic? No. It's biology responding to belief. The subconscious regulates every function in your body. Your heartbeat, digestion, cell regeneration. It listens to the emotional and mental climate you create. And when that climate is filled with faith, hope, and conviction, healing becomes possible. But Murphy doesn't ignore the shadow side. He warns about fear, the great paralyzer. Fear feeds the subconscious with worst-case scenarios. The more you dwell on what if something goes wrong, the more your subconscious prepares for it, and often manifests it. He urges us to replace fear with faith. Not blind faith, but a deep inner trust that things are always working in your favor. And speaking of working in your favor, let's talk success, wealth, career, goals. If you constantly think, I'll never be rich, guess what? Your subconscious goes, all right, boss, got it. It will steer you away from opportunities, make you procrastinate, or even sabotage you. But if you affirm, money flows to me easily, and you feel that truth, your subconscious starts aligning your habits, decisions, and focus in that direction. One powerful technique Murphy shares is visualization. Imagine a goal as if it's already done. Want that dream job? See yourself in the office. Smell the coffee, hear the clicking keyboard, feel the joy. The subconscious responds to vivid images. The more detailed and emotional the visualization, the more powerfully it works. But there's one piece people often forget: forgiveness. Resentment, anger, guilt. They poison the subconscious. You can't plant seeds of abundance in soil filled with weeds. Dr. Murphy insists on releasing grudges, not for the other person, but for yourself. Forgiveness clears the inner space, allowing good things to take root. And it doesn't have to be complicated. A simple statement like, I release this, I forgive, and I am free, said with sincerity, can create emotional freedom. It's like hitting reset on your internal system. The beauty of this book is in its simplicity. Dr. Murphy doesn't ask you to be perfect. He doesn't ask you to become someone else. He simply says, become aware. Watch your thoughts. Choose them. Speak to your subconscious kindly. Direct it intentionally. And when you do, it becomes your most loyal friend, working day and night, tirelessly, to bring your beliefs into reality. You don't need special talent. You don't need to meditate for hours. Just consistency, faith, and a willingness to believe that the power is already within you. Imagine this. You're standing on the edge of a cliff, and on the other side is the life you dream of. Success, love, health, joy. The bridge that gets you there is built not from outside help, but from inside belief. The bricks are your thoughts. The cement is your emotion. And your subconscious, that's the builder. So, what are you feeding your builder? Fear or faith? Doubt or belief? Scarcity or abundance? As Dr. Murphy reminds us, your subconscious mind is always listening, always building, always creating. You are the architect, and every thought is a blueprint. If this message resonated with you, take a moment. Think about one belief you've been carrying that doesn't serve you, just one. Then imagine letting it go. And in its place, plant something beautiful, something empowering, and say it out loud every day. Because you are not stuck, you are not broken, you are simply one thought away from a new reality. Thanks for tuning in to this immersive summary of the power of your subconscious mind. I'm Bharat, and this is Audiofybooks. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe for more summaries just like this one. Remember, your mind is your greatest power. Use it well. Until next time. Keep imagining better and watch how your world change.